5 miles per hour. Really a test for the players.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, as we step to the tee here at the par 4 second hole, just 391 yards, but a classic case on links golf where the bunkering here is just so much different than a classic American layout.
And it's also where a change of strategy will certainly help. Remember, the ball's going to run much further here in Scotland than what it will in America. So you can use a shorter club and let that ball to run out to the normal distance you would hit it, perhaps with 2 or 3 clubs more.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Happiness is a long, 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 long walk after that one.
Second shot. Good look at the green. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why, there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the 3rd. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
This one has a chance to be really good. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That would be a great look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. It's a dogleg right, par 5, the 4th hole. Can you cut the corner here, Frank?
Well, you don't have to. There is a bunker down the right side that's going to take at least 280 yards to get past that. You can also cut it around there and sort of follow the shape of the hole.
What a tremendous display of power and precision.
Second shot.
On the green in regulation. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. For home and in. What a tremendous putt. Rich Stoner back with you here at the 4th hole at Royal Troon. And this is a hole, Frank, that offers up a real scoring opportunity, a par 5, first one of the round.
Yeah, it's the last really easy hole you get at this opening start. 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. But you can easily carry that one on the right, especially with any helping breeze. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Well, Frank, typically when you step up to a par 5, you're thinking birdie, maybe even eagle. But this is 601 yards, a behemoth It's long, and you can get punished for a mistake here, can't you?
It used to be the longest par 5 on the Open Championship rotor. But remember, there's humps and hollows that can always be used in your advantage, to your advantage. If you aim it down the right side, the ball normally kicks back towards the middle of the fairway. So that's the side to be aiming on. What a great shot.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Well, bring the hammer, why don't you? Setting up an eagle opportunity. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Moving on to hole number 6 here at Royal Troon. Frank, what are the golfers facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich. Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward, then try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that pot bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. These putts keep the round together. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot, but he's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in the other direction.
That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 9th hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You looking to make birdie here, or you happy to make a par and move on to the back 9?
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the 9th is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's 2 tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily. That's an absolute beauty.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, how impressive is this performance so far?
You've got to tip your hat. Really just played good from the first hole on. Rhythm's good. Hit a lot of good shots. Very smart, very smart decision making as well.
Good, clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Settles in over the putt. Wow, what a birdie. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. I'm loving that balance.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, the Open Championship will be played at Royal Troon in 2016. It was first played back in 1923. What was first prize then?
A mere 75 pounds, so that equates to about 150 US dollars. And just to give you an idea, the last time they played there, Rich, was back in 2004. When Todd Hamilton beat Ernie Els. He got a whopping 720,000 pounds. That's right, nearly $1.5 million.
The money's nice, but every player would tell you, Frank, it is still all about that claret jug.
It is, and that's actually suited the Americans because since 1962, they've been to Troon 6 times, and 6 times the victor has been American.
This one has a chance to be close. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. We'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Standing over the ball here at the par 4 11, Frank, quite a hole.
The tee shot is so important here. This is one tee shot. If you miss, you will pay the price deeply.
Right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Rich, now's the time to knuckle down. I know things haven't gone right up to this point, but really, this is where you can still get something out of it. Just give yourself that opportunity. You're good enough.
Beauty of golf, Frank. One good strike comes off the center of the bat, one good result, and you begin to feel differently about things. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
I'm thinking about 90 yards from here. Early part of his back nine and a good approach shot. And he'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
He has this attempt for par. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. And now the tee shot here at the 472-yard par 4 13th.
A hole that bends to the right, ideally hit it down the left side, and then you're playing to a raised two-tiered green.
Look at that run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Yeah, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Second shot. Good look at the green. This one looks right on point. Now that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Count it. That's a birdie. Heading for home now, Frank. The par 3 14th, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
This is a good-looking shot. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Well done. Frank, what kind of par 3 is the 14th here?
You can get sucked in here. Just 180 yards, which isn't considered that long. But if you look too much at the front of the green, you're going to see that's where the protection is.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
That was just a beautiful drive. And hit it solid and right in the middle. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now the lone par 5 on the back nine, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Holy drive. Just tattooed that. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Second shot.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Finally, the 18th at Royal Troon. History, skill, nerves, bunkers, of course, and the clubhouse. Frank, they all come into play on this final hole.
Yeah, 3 bunkers down the left. It's not a case of hitting past those, it's avoiding them. And then if you avoid it too far to the right, there's one nicely placed about 300 yards off the tee that'll catch you there. So there's somehow you've got to craft a tee shot to miss all 4 of those bunkers.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that took the 300-yard mark.
Frank, obviously here at 18, you do not want to be long.
Yeah, err on the side of caution here. You're exactly right. You'd rather be 30 feet short of this flag than 30 feet over the back of the screen, because it might just be out of bounds.
This one has a chance to be close. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Always great to be in Troon, Scotland, at the Royal Troon Golf Club, founded in 1878. Frank, it is a golf course, true links. It's bathed in history. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first. Starting to round the turn now. 72 holes, it's a lot of golf. Third round about to get underway.
Yeah, played well through the first 2 days. Very much in contention. But it's still a new day. What a great shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here in the first hole. Par yesterday, now for birdie. What a putt. Just missed, Frank.
That's cruel.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Frank, they call this second hole Black Rock. They also call it the most heavily bunkered hole on the entire course. What do you have to do to stay away from them?
Well, it plays in the same direction as the first hole. So the prevailing breeze normally off the right. Some bunkers in play either side. Really just let the ball go to ground, let it run out. There's 11 bunkers in total in the second hole.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Good-looking shot right here. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Well read.
Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's two bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that's just going to leave you a short iron in. It's fine.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This would give him the par. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Rich Lerner back at historic Royal Troon with Frank Novola, who's played the Open Championship on 2 occasions here at a golf course that goes back to the late 1800s. This is the first par 5, Frank, on the golf course, and you would think a chance to make a birdie and get that round started.
It certainly is. Dogleg right, 2 bunkers on the left. If you hit the ball a little bit straight, you'll certainly get into those pot bunkers. The one on the right, most people can carry. You carry that, this par 5, more than reachable.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Another good swing, and it looks like a really good shot. Sensational shot right there.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen. Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
Now, the first par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 5th hole, a little bit more than 200 yards. What's the challenge here, Frank?
A lot depends on the breeze. Plus, you remember, you've got to allow for the roll and the bounce here. So anything pitching on the front of the green, let that ball release or kick towards the middle and back of this green.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. 18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. Now to the 601-yard behemoth par 5 6th hole. And you can pay the steep price here, Frank, for a mistake.
You can. You can't reach this green with your tee shots, so there's no reason to even try. A good drive, if it bounds down the right side and will eventually go left, would perhaps give you a chance to reach this par 5 and 2. But this is one tee shot to concentrate on.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway and plenty long. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Cleared that one a bit to the right, but still not too bad. This is an eagle putt. Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878, in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Schroeder alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze and the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really you sort of make your hay on the way out and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. And that doesn't really change because you have some rather short par 4s to start.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997, playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green from behind the burn. That was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot coming out of the rough here. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Playing his third here at the par 5. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Ready try up next. Getting set now over the putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the right fairway bunker ruined Greg Norman's chance at the 1989 Open Championship here at Royal Troon.
Yeah, pulled out driver, and there's one bunker down the right side. It had a perfect tee shot. What looked like it was perfect. Somehow it managed to run all the way down there and behind the lip. And, of course, the rest is history.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Good contact, good result. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this is a hole, number 18, where you don't want to be in a hurry to get to the clubhouse.
Yeah, there's out of bounds just off the back of this green, so you might want to keep that in the back of your mind. Don't go long.
Yeah, OB is just steps from the clubhouse. Good swing, good shot yet again. No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. Troon's finishing hole.
Well, it's not just the 18th hole, Rich, too. It's 16, 17, and 18 because the prevailing breeze, especially at the Open Championship time of the year, which is the second week in July, is normally back into it. So you look at that 464 yards, that's well bunkered off the tee, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, into a puffer breeze, and you got yourself a great finishing hole.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's the opening round of the Pittsburgh Invitational. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States. Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novello, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees have been removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day, and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. On the green in regulation. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot and will definitely hurt.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Okay, has it and stays at 1 over par. Coverage continues at EA Sports. Let's go out now to our featured golfer at the 13th. Has not been a banner day for our featured player, Frank, but it is only the first round.
You always got to try and get something out of your round, even if it's something to work on for tomorrow.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Frank, how did he do there?
Well, he's inside 30 feet, but 27 feet, it's not exactly what you'd call close.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
12 feet still to go. One over for the day. #14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut, not too bad. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Settles in over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score is going to rack up very quickly.
That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, deep into a final round at a U.S. Open at Oakmont. This approach shot at 15, this is where you really need to be focused.
You do. The front third of this green slopes back towards the front right of the green. Then everything in the middle starts to kick towards the right and then the back. So it's a case, like so many other greens here, of using the slopes in your favor. So pick the right club, try and adjust, and, well, in the back of your mind, allow for the amount of roll that the ball's going to take when it hits the green.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational.
All right, Frank, at the par 3 13th at 183 yards, what do you see here?
Well, there's a lot of things to consider, but the general slope of this green really makes you either hit to a specific section on the green or just try and keep the ball below the hole. It's always easy to putt uphill on fast greens. Oh, this is right at it.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
So they'll tap in. Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament. With the bogey, falls to 2 over. Rich Lerner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont. And this is a hole that offers up a pretty good scoring opportunity, a short par 4 at 358 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Yeah. That's what everyone else is going to say, except him. It's no snack, though.
He'd settle for par here. Has this to save par. Has his par. Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do off the tee?
Tee shot here is very similar to the one back at the par 5, where the fairway slopes left to right, and then the second shot's going to be uphill to a green that's actually built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4. Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a little tap in here. Seems to really have the touch today. On to 16 now at 231-yard par 3. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole. You have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Drops for a par. Seventeenth hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. It's a long way away.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, This was the last hole in a US Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Well, Frank, it comes down to this. One more good swing, one more difficult shot.
And one more correct decision as well here, Rich. Different levels on these greens. This ball is going to have to land on the correct level to get the right result.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Back-to-back birdies, we'll see.
That birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.